Buffet Custom Paint, Builder's First Source, 3D Pest Control, Representative Debbie Wood, ASAP LLC, Norman Mechanical.
We'd like to take a moment here to thank our game sponsors for Chambers Academy football. See where we're standing up? Daniel Towing, Pritchard Painting, Woodshop Timber, Give Me Some Sugar, Forbes Auto Sales, Kevin Keel,
I'm ready.
Scott Fuller, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Piggly Wiggly, Lowe's Pharmacy, James Allen, Mike and Barbara Hill.
Hey, fix your hair.
Is it messed up,
Susan Wilson. Thank you, sponsors.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, especially you Chambers Academy Rebel fans. We are here at Tolbert Island Field tonight on the campus of Chambers Academy for a first-round playoff game in the 2A classification between the Wilcox Academy Wildcats and the Chambers Academy Rebels. Chambers finishing first in their region and Wilcox finishing fourth in theirs. And 4 plays 1 in the first round, 2 plays 3. We told you last week we had a surprise for you. We're going to have a guest commentator. And we went out and found somebody that Chester and I can both look up to.
Yes, that's true.
He's known to you as number 10, Peyton Allen. He's the quarterback of our 2 state championship teams, and we are glad to have Peyton with us. Peyton?
Glad to be on here, you guys.
Good to have you back. Tell the folks what you've been doing since graduation.
After graduation, I've been at Point University playing football. It's been different, but I mean, you got to turn the page, you know. So I've been at Point, and got 2 more games left. I've had an all right season.
Both at home, right?
Yeah, 2 more home games, right.
Who are you playing tomorrow?
Bluefield College from West Virginia.
Hey, my home state. How about that?
Yeah, West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia.
Ever heard of Bluefield College?
Yes, I have. It's right down I-77 from Charleston, right down the turnpike. So you should have a pretty good time with those guys. Get a little rowdy up there. So,
think they're burning your sofas while they're here?
That's a different college on the north side of the. That's a university up in Morgantown. No couches burning for that school. But so Peyton, you know, we got a playoff game here at home. You know, when you're out there talking to the guys earlier, what kind of advice were you giving them for a game like this? You've been through so many of them.
Yeah, just play. It's just another game. But be locked in because, I mean, it's a playoff game. It doesn't matter if you're playing a 4 seed or whoever you're playing. They're going to give you a game, and you always got to be ready. So, I mean, those guys look locked in, though. I'm talking to some of the guys, and they're ready to play.
Well, good, because everybody's 0. Right now, no wins, no losses.
Right.
There's no next week if you don't win tonight. So keep them focused.
If you recall, when we played a couple years ago.
I was going to ask you if you recall that. We played a 4 seed 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Right.
And Peyton had to score a touchdown with 4 seconds left to get us to the next round. So it's been an incredible run, Peyton. You've been part of, I guess, 4 or 5 years of it. We were talking with your dad last week. Of course, I know you all know Coach Allen is Peyton's dad, but we were talking to him last week. If we win tonight, that would be 7 years in a row we've won 10 ball games or more in a season. That's 70 wins or more. And that's going to get you some places.
Yeah, that speaks a lot for the program and the coaching staff too.
Absolutely. You know, on my Facebook memories this morning, it popped up that 5 years ago your dad won his 100th coaching victory, and tonight he goes for 159. So that's 59 wins for him in 5 years. That's about 12 wins a year. So pretty impressive.
Yeah,
you were a big part of about 3/4 of that, because I don't think you ever lost but one game here, did you?
Yeah, we had some good teams. Yep.
Yeah, we did. I mean, I realize you had a lot of good support staff, but let's give credit where credit's due. You were a big part of it, and that last game of your junior year with Bessemer is the only time you lost a game at home, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah.
And didn't lose too many on the road. Most of any losses we had during that 7 years has been in championship games.
Yeah. Not the best one to lose, but
Hey, a lot of folks wish they could be there, you know. So
there's only one team that will trade places with you when you finish second.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I was looking at some history of this series. We've only played them 6 times, but 2 times in a row when you were playing, we played them here. One year in the semifinal round and 1 year in the first round. Beat them 36-13 both times. You remember much about those games from a perspective of how they tend to play and what to look for?
Yeah, they always have a really physical football team, and they're one of those teams that's always gonna fight to the end, and they're always gonna give you everything they got. They might not have the best athletes, but they're a really scrappy team always, and I know they're gonna play a good game, play hard tonight against the Rebels. Yeah,
we have one common opponent so far this year. It was Edgewood. We both beat them, Rebels and Wilcox. So that it's going to show you what's going on right there. That they're not going to give up, and their record, it may be 4-5, but they're going to give everything they got tonight. Here in Chambers or Lafayette, and so as we look forward into the game here, when you're talking to JoJo or Jordan Benbrook, anybody like that. What kind of, when they come out, start hot, good defense, offense, what would you want to be on first?
Yeah, I text JoJo pretty regularly throughout the season. He's been my backup quarterback, and we've been close. And I always text him, he's in a new role this year.
Yes,
he hasn't really been the starting guy. So, I think he's comfortable, though. He's gotten a lot comfortable as the seasons went on.
His maturity level has gotten so much greater each game, and his confidence, the way he holds himself on the field has been quite impressive throughout the year to watch him grow into that position.
Yeah, I just told him be loose, go out there and play.
Have fun, right?
Let the rest take care of itself.
That's right.
You weren't here, but you probably saw it if you watched the replay. He dropped a touchdown pass on a dime out there to John White, I think the second drive of the game. So his accuracy has become really good over the course of
he's got the support staff out there. Benbrook over 1,000 yards. I wrote down some stuff about T.Y. Trammell has over 1,200 all-purpose yards this year. So if you can get it in the hot hands.
And he's electric.
Yeah, he is. He's exciting to watch. We love it when he gets the ball. I get excited and her hanging out the window up here screaming at him. So it's a great time to watch, Rebel football. But, yeah, JoJo can, flip it out to T.Y. or Spud or John White on the edge. And they can take it the rest of the way. And then you got Benbrook, and you got a complement of younger running backs that are really going to show up the next couple of years for the coaching staff.
Yeah, big senior class to replace, but it's just a chain over here at Chambers Academy, like from Pee Wee to junior high to varsity football. They're all doing the same thing, and they're getting better and better and better each year. That's why this program's so successful to me.
Oh, yeah. I had a chance to watch the JV, and call those games earlier this year, and I'm just impressed. I see some of those kids on Tuesday and on Friday night.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, and they're holding their own on Friday nights, just like they were dominating the Tuesday night games. So in the Pee Wees, we got to give them a shout out. They won the state championship, right?
Right, Pee Wee Bowl champs.
Yeah, great, good for them. So
and that was all 3 classifications of schools. They don't do 1A, 2A, and 3A in Pee Wee, so they were beating some 3A schools out there, and hey, that's great because this is reclassification year. We don't even know where we're going to end up next year.
Right.
We talked with Coach Allen about that last week, and one of the largest schools in the state is going into the public system, Tuscaloosa Academy. So it's going to be interesting to see where the classification lines are drawn, and we're going to be close one way or the other between 2A and 3A, it looks like, because as Coach Allen told us last week, they're going to count 9 through 12 instead of 8 through 11. But now I talked with Emily this week, and she said counting 9 through 12 and counting 8 through 11, there was only like 3 kids difference. So, so it's we're going to probably end up where we needed to be either way. So I was kind of glad to hear that. I was relieved because I was afraid it was going to be 20 kids difference. You know?
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I would think. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a huge senior class they got.
I think it's the biggest in school history.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it was, 43, Calvin?
I believe it is 43.
Yeah, well, they came out here last weekend, and they were from the 20-yard line all the way down to the 10-yard line. That was the most I've ever seen out here. So,
and that was just 30 of them.
Yeah, that wasn't all of them. That was just the cheerleaders and football players. So, yeah, big class to replace there, but the future looks bright. I mean, I enjoyed watching the JV and a lot of athletes out there growing up, getting bigger and stronger. And like you said, that the program is just reloading every year.
Right.
Every year. So it's an exciting time here at Chambers. So, Calvin, you got anything?
If it might interest you, we've been doing a poll every week on our athletic Facebook page about favorite teams and favorite games of 5-year periods. The 2 favorite teams this year, number 1 was last year's championship team. Number 2 was 2018 championship team. Favorite game of the last 5 years, number 1, last year's championship game. Number 2, 2018 championship game, and that's the way it should be. Yeah. I mean, that's we've had some interesting results through the season. We even had a loss one time get into the top spot because everybody realized it was a good loss in that the team played well and probably lost an important game, but played it well. And then we had a tie one week that got up in the top 5. So interesting results, but it's been obviously all Rebel fans will long remember last year.
Great season.
I'm sure you still wake up at night and think about it every now and then, don't you?
Yeah, every once in a while.
I would too. That was an exciting time. We enjoyed being down there in Montgomery, and we'll hope to be down there again this year. So we're about 19 minutes here from kickoff here in Lafayette when the Chambers Academy Rebels are going to match up against Wilcox. So we're going to take this moment here to let our sponsors get a little recognition. We'd like to take a moment here to thank our game sponsors for Chambers Academy football. Daniel Towing, Pritchard Painting, Woodshop Timber, Give Me Some Sugar, Forbes Auto Sales, Kevin Keel, Scott Fuller, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Piggly Wiggly, Lowe's Pharmacy, James Allen, Mike and Barbara Hill, Susan Wilson. Thank you, sponsors.
And we had a big surprise walk into the press box during those commercials. Coach Charlie Hughes.
How you doing, Calvin?
Good, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. Good to be here. Excited about the ball game.
This is our 50th anniversary of Rebel football. First team was in 71, and this is 21. And you coached here, and you're going to have to remind me because I can't
90 through 95.
90 through 95.
Yes,
made playoffs.
3 of them anyway.
I was going to say made playoffs more than you didn't make them.
Sir.
And then you left here. Married a girl that graduated from here, and then moved on to Beauregard from here.
Yes, sir. Still live here, though.
Yeah, and been at Beauregard ever since.
Had a little stint at Lima Ward in between. I've been at Beauregard twice.
Forgot about that.
Yes,
okay,
still live here. So this is my hometown, and tonight against my adopted hometown. So
there we go. So
I coached at both schools.
What is going on at Beauregard? Did they make the playoffs this year?
No, so that's why I'm here tonight. We didn't make it. We were young this year, and when I found out Wilcox was coming, I was planning on coming anyway just to see the game, and I said it's even extra bonus for people I hadn't seen. And some old junior high football players over there and their fans, so I've had a good time.
Now, you had a family member that coached at one of the schools over in West Alabama, but I don't remember that story. Well, who was it?
Now, my dad coached at Pickens for
years.
That's
right, okay.
And my brother coached in private schools in West Alabama. He's at Northside Middle School now in Tuscaloosa County.
So it was your dad that was at Pickens.
Yes, sir.
Chester and I went to Pickens a couple of years ago, and
It was a great trip.
it was a great trip. But a thunderstorm came up that made us all fear for our lives.
Yes.
And some of the kids some of the linemen were outrunning the running backs and the quarterback trying to get to the field house.
Right.
So
That was a wild day.
motivation can be a powerful thing.
Yes. Well, I was coming up the steps. The guy doing the broadcast for Wilcox looked at him and said, "How's an elementary school you was here?" So I'm going there at halftime to talk with them also. So
Good deal. Well,
looking forward
Coach,
to a good ball game. Appreciate you.
we're very glad to have you come back anytime.
Thank you, Calvin.
Hey, thank
So
you.
Thank you.
We'd like to take a moment here to thank our game sponsors for Chambers Academy football. Daniel Towing, Pritchard Painting, Woodshop Timber, Give Me Some Sugar, Forbes Auto Sales, Kevin Keel, Scott Fuller, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Piggly Wiggly, Lowe's Pharmacy, James Allen, Mike and Barbara Hill, Susan Wilson. Thank you, sponsors.
And we are back with you here live at Torbert Allen Field. Peyton, when you look at the sign, all the years you were playing here, you looked up, if you ever looked, it said Torbert Field. When you look up and see it says Torbert Allen Field, what sort of feeling does that give you?
It was crazy to me figuring out that the field was going to be named after Dad. But I guess he's here to stay now since named the field after him.
It'd be kind of hard to leave now.
Yeah.
There may have been a little motive to some of that madness, but we all think, and I think everybody at school thinks it was very well deserved. I mean, you're talking about somebody that's won almost half of the games the school's ever won, been in 9 state championship games either as an assistant or head coach, 8 as a head coach. You look at 50 seasons, and he's taken eight of those 50 teams, which is almost 20% to a championship game.
And as much time as he spends out here, he's hardly ever at home. As much as he's put into the program and the success they've had, but I mean, he just loves doing it, So.
Well, I think everybody loves having him here. And what was it like playing for your dad as a head coach?
Well, I really don't know anything different my whole life.
Well, you do
Except for
now.
now, yeah.
You do now. So now that you can look back and you're not playing for your dad as head coach, what was it like?
I'd say I enjoyed every minute of it. I just I miss it, but I mean it's new phase in life. But I'm gonna cherish the memories that I had growing up playing football at Chambers with my dad.
A lot of bowls of cornflakes that y'all ate talking about offensive schemes, I bet. And you, of course, you played defense too. You were as much as an integral part of the team on defense as offense. Everybody thinks about the quarterback and thinks as the quarterback goes, the team goes. But you contributed significantly on defense. So
yes, sir.
Well, we are growing closer to the coin toss. This is a playoff games in the AISA usually have a little bit larger officiating crew. Looks like we have that here tonight. A lot of times we have somebody up here in the box with us. I don't know that they're sending anybody.
6.
And this is the crew with Uncle Si on it. One of the officials in the AISA looks significantly like some of the Robinsons on the Duck Dynasty series, and he's here tonight. And everybody wants to be sure that the games are called correctly and everything is called, because tonight 12 teams in the AISA will end their seasons, and 12 will move on to the semifinals. And those 12 that go home don't want to go home on a missed penalty or on a missed turnover. So important. And it's, I guess, much pressure on the officials as there is on some of the players in there, Peyton.
Yeah, they got to. It's a lot more difficult than you think. Just watching at home or watching in the stands. They got a tough job.
Yeah, we don't want it. That's for sure.
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, it's a crisp night out here. You know, upper 40s, little breeze. You know, it's a lot different than the first game we were up here, Calvin, against Lee Scott with a, heat index of like 98.
Mm-hmm.
It was a wicked, day that day. So times have changed so far this season, and looks like the Wilcox Wildcats are getting ready at their north end zone, and soon the Rebels will be coming out of the field house for them to take the field. But you mentioned something earlier about the memories of playing ball here at CA. That's something that these kids tonight, this could be their last game as a senior, and I hope that they remember, what great times they did have here and how good this program is compared to some other places kids play across Alabama and the country.
And that's what makes the difference between good teams and really good teams is your seniors.
Yeah.
And how they lead your football team. Because, as great as your coaching staff can be, if your kids aren't bought in and if you don't have senior leaders, then you don't really have a great football team.
We were, Calvin and I and David were driving down Interstate one night, and we were talking about that, leadership stepping up this year. When you graduated last year, you kind of were the, de facto general out there, getting the guys in line and getting in their spaces.
And we had a very experienced senior class last year, too.
Yeah, and so this year we were saying who was going to step up and be that leader of the defense to get the guys in place, to, let them know what's going on out there on the field. And we've starting to see some of that development. Cross started coming on, and Ashton Chambers, and they started, taking over that leadership role. Yeah. And it was great, just kind of like JoJo. JoJo's grown in his leadership, and some of these seniors have stepped up wonderfully in that role. It's great to see that maturity from these young men, and you were a good example for them last year, because we noticed that early in the season. It was kind of like, where am I going type of thing, and as we watched throughout the year, it started to grow. And now they seem to be much more disciplined and organized out there when they take the field. So that's something to say about how the coaches have helped them mature as well through that process, because they can't take the field as much as they want to and make the play. But
about ready for the coin toss. The Wildcats in all white with blue numbers, white helmets, and the Rebels in all gray, wearing the gray alternate uniforms with the what we've always called the legacy helmets that are blue, white, and gray. Captains will be number 14, senior Hunter Burdett, 8, senior Hayden Harris, 15.
Zach Bills.
And 50's who, Peyton?
That's Waldrop.
Yeah,
Levi
Waldrop, who was not a senior, but Levi, of course, overcame some injuries from an automobile accident and been able to come back and rejoin the team.
He's really came on early this year on that offensive line. He's going to be a big guy next year, senior class.
And we got, Luke Tarver's coming up from 9th grade. I'm not sure how hard you have to hit Luke to bring him down at times.
Yeah, he's a tough kid.
And Tyson Hewitt is going to be a good hard runner, and we're still going to have Gavin Kite. So there's the cupboard is not bare.
That's right. And folks, we just want to remind you at home right now, we're working off of the iPad instead of the camera. We had a little technical difficulties getting the camera set up, so if you see a little bit of difference in the picture quality, it's because we're running off the iPad tonight, typically what's used at basketball games or volleyball games. So that is the difference if you're seeing something with your picture. But David Howard worked his magic and got the picture up the best as we could. So just bear with us on that, but we're working through everything.
We have a roll of baler twine and a roll of duct tape standing by, so we're going to get through this.
Yep.
We're all standing on one leg and holding up 3 fingers, and it's we're going to get through. Wilcox has won the toss and will receive, so they'll take the ball first. Peyton, that's kind of going along with what I've known over the years. But your dad's preference is to receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah, I've always liked to defer. I like to defer.
Well, they took the ball. Let's see if they could make a statement on their opening drive. Well, looks like we're doing a little something different tonight.
Rebel fans, let's stand up, get loud, and be heard. Sponsor Allen Field. It's your Chambers Academy Rebels, the defending 2A state champions.
You know, when you have different participating different people in different parts of the program, Emily's always afraid they're going to set that run through on fire when they have fireworks. So
That'd be a sight.
you know, that's one of those things you never know until I guess fireworks go off. But we will pause here for our pregame activities, prayer, national anthem.
Well, they got the extra impressive fireworks over there.
Wow.
Just don't want to go out. All right.
Down there, all those guys in gray, it's just kind of sends chills down your spine.
Academy and Chambers Academy. We thank you for the education that they provide for our young men and women, for the values to which they're committed. We pray, Heavenly Father, for the young men who compete in this game tonight. I pray that their minds would be clear and focused so that they can execute to the best of their ability. We pray for the protection of all of the players in this game tonight, and we pray for the safety of all of those who have to travel later. May all that we do reflect the influence of Christ. May we show good sportsmanship in all that we do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And remain standing as Miss LeRae will lead us in the singing of our national anthem. ready? Woo, there's got to be more people than that in here.
Moose getting a little excited down there.
Yep.
It's an interesting series between these two teams. This is only the 7th meeting. In the previous 6, all but one of them has been a playoff game. We did play at Wilcox about 3 or 4 years ago in regular season. Chambers has won 4 of the previous 6, 3 of the previous 5 playoff games, including the last 2 in a row. So Chambers won 3 in a row in the series, but 2 in a row playoff-wise. And that's about all we can do to set this up. The 4-5 Wildcats against the 9-1 Rebels. Other first-round games tonight: Escambia hosts Edgewood, Macon East hosts Patricia, Otaga hosts Banks.
And looks like number 6 Spud Conway's got the kickoff duties again this week for the Rebels. Back deep for the Wildcats is number 10 Ty Vick, and I can't quite.
I think that's number 2.
Number 2 JP Beck. He'll be our spotter. Okay.
Yeah. Good to have a pair of young eyes.
Yeah. Woo. Bounces off. Beck picks it up at the 15.
That's a good way to start.
Tackle down about the 20 where the Wildcats will start their first offensive series.
You know, nearly every kickoff from Spud last week, Chester and Peyton bounced off of somebody. He must have some sort of little wicked spin he puts on it or something.
A little bit of English out there. Well, the Rebel defense takes the field. They've been only giving up 9 points on average per game so far this year, with a great feat so far for them.
Yeah, haven't even given up 100 points total in the season yet.
Different formation here for the Wildcats, spreading things out. Quarterback keeps it right up the middle, met by number 57 quickly. That's Braden Monkus. There have been a couple number changes to the lineup tonight. Number 15, Zach Bowsman would be in number 15, and Jacob Norgard would be 9.
I think there's 1 or 2 others that wear a different color, but maybe the blue and white that's different. I don't remember.
Not much doing for the Wildcats there. Maybe a pickup of 2 or 3 on that. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Wildcats.
It's right at 5. Well, 4. Yeah, let's go with 4.
Number 21, Gavin Kite.
One thing about deferring, as Peyton talked about, or being on defense first, you stop them on the first drive and you've immediately flipped the game in your favor possession-wise.
Change, right.
Yeah.
Picked up a yard or so. It's 3rd down, Rebels.
Number 1, Cooper Dixon, is at the helm for the Wildcats. He drop backs, rolls to his right, looking that way. Great coverage by the secondary. Goes reverses momentum. Yep. He's out to the 50-yard line and forced out of bounds.
Caught the defense napping on that one.
Quarterback Cooper Dixon on the quarterback keeper.
Good vision by the quarterback there for the Wildcats to find some room on the left side. Pick up a 1st down.
Give our early first part of the game shout out to Dr. Crowder as the ball's on the 50-yard line.
First drive of the game.
Not quite in Chambers territory. It's on the Wilcox side of the 50, but it's an eyelash away.
Dixon drops back, rolls to his right. Point directing traffic and just throws that one out of bounds. Good pressure by number 12, Cross Collie.
Yeah, Cross Collie was in the backfield almost that entire play, just couldn't quite overtake him.
Pressure on the quarterback that time.
It's the first time the Wildcats have not had a positive gain on a play, so that hopefully will establish a trend for the defense. 2nd down and 10 from the 50. Just this first time this year we've had a team spread out from one sideline to the other.
Set here.
Yeah.
Oops. Play clock under 15.
Design run right up the middle. Dixon picks up about 9 or 10 on the play. It's going to be close where they spot
He'll
him.
be right at a first down.
Number 1, Cooper Dixon on the quarterback keeper.
Most offenses, the Rebels see everything is condensed close to the ball, and so they're looking at a different
Initial
formation.
By number 57, Braden Bunkus.
3rd and 1.
When you're out there on the field, Peyton, do you like the offense condensed, or you like it spread out across?
I think it's just whatever kind of guys you got. It depends what you're good at. If you got some bigger guys up front, not quite as athletic, it's better to be a tight formation team. But apparently, Wilcox is.
Well, they got a little bit of both out there. Some of those guys on the offensive line look pretty big out there.
Well, they do have some bigger kids.
You would think this was 4-down territory.
Sign run right up the middle again by Dixon. Picks up enough for a Wildcat first down to the 36 of the Rebel.
Dixon on the quarterback keeper up the middle. It'll be marked right around the 35-yard line.
It's like Chester and Peyton, like Coach Allen said, everybody's 0-0 right now, so you're.
Yeah, they're coming out in some empty and some different formations. I'm not sure
you're going to get.
They prepared quite.
You're going to get everybody's best game.
Right.
First and 10 for the Wildcats at the Rebel 35.
2 third-down conversions so far.
Hand off to 12.
I think 12 met 12 on that one.
Yep, and 57. Monkus in there as well.
Bilesma.
Pickup of about 1 for the Wildcats, being up second down and 9.
On the carry for Wilcox. He'll pick up a yard, second down and 9.
Wildcats are getting the play in. Play clock's down to 18. Three receivers to the right of Dixon. Looks that way quickly. It's a slant for a pickup of.
Complete.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him down to the 29-yard line.
Tackled immediately by John White. Brings up another third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
Third and 4.
Figure the quarterback will
Third down, Rebel fans. Let's get loud. Let's get loud.
have a large role in this. The last 2 third downs, he's been the ball carrier.
Empty again. Expect the quarterback run.
Exactly.
There you go.
Oh, they flushed that one out. 21, Gavin Kite sniffed that one out quickly for a loss on the play.
Quarterback keeper goes for a loss.
About a 5-yard loss. It'll bring up fourth down and 9 for the Wildcats. Great play by Gavin Kite.
Well, our first possession down.
Gavin Kite.
And it's his birthday today as well. Yeah, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Gavin.
Yeah. Let's get a victory for your birthday.
Play clock's running down here.
Yeah, they're going to have to
Probably
take
going to call
timeout.
timeout, yeah. Take the delay game and punt.
No, he took the timeout with about a second left.
While we have a timeout here on the field, we're going to let our sponsors get a moment here.
Timeout, Wilcox.
Woodchop Timber Harvesting, locally owned and operated. Owners Thad, Mandy, Wyatt, and Abby Kane. Proud supporters of Chambers Academy football. Log to live, live to log. Pritchard Painting. For all of your interior and exterior painting needs, as well as pressure washing. Call Brandon Pritchard at 256-307-0884.
Sugar, we are screaming Go Rebels. Also, come check us out in-store or online. GiveMeSomeSugarLafette.com for all your Christmas gift-giving needs.
Welcome to the Chambers Academy Cheer Program. We cheer at all football games and home basketball games. Over the last several years, our girls have brought home numerous trophies from the AISA Cheer Clinic. We have multiple UCA All-Americans and several AISA All-Stars. Our girls work hard during the season, and we like to pride ourselves.
And we are back live. 4th down and 9 for the Wildcats.
Possession down. I would think anything's on the table.
Motion to quads here.
Keeping contained. Collie almost gets a sack. Burdette goes after him, but lofts it up at the goal line, and number 23.
Talk about escaping everything, and and the Wildcats jumped an early lead by drawing first blood here tonight on a 40-some-odd yard 4th down and 9 touchdown pass.
Yeah, Dixon kept the play alive, avoiding the Rebel defense, and lofted it up down to the goal line, and they snagged it in for the first touchdown of the game with 5:55 left to go here in the first. Wildcats strike first.
And that's killer, giving up a touchdown. 4th and 9.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the first time this year we've been behind in the first quarter, so.
Kick is up, and it is good.
And the extra point is good.
A lot of energy on that sideline over there.
Took half of a quarter, almost exactly. Took 6 minutes and 5 seconds. So 1/2 of a quarter is gone. Chambers not even touched the ball yet.
And like you said, after getting the sack and then making it 4th and 9, them having to call a timeout, and then that Hail Mary down there, that prayer, yeah.
Notice Jarquez Banks is not dressed. Peyton, you got any idea what's up with him?
Yeah, I asked him for the game. I think he has a minor injury, and they just wanted to play it safe, I think.
Back to receive for the
Number 62, Ben Bohannon, is doing the kickoff duties for the Wildcats.
John White.
You got a 4 and 5 team here. You got to be careful about some kind of trickery here, just like that.
There he is. Got it.
Hunter Burdette covers that up at the 46-yard line. That's where the Rebels are going to have their first offensive series of the game.
Ball like a runaway groundhog.
Great field position to start the game.
So this is right here where you drop back and just go right down the post.
I don't know what Coach Allen's got planned.
At the 45-yard line.
Probably wants to.
First down.
Expect to see a lot of motions and shifts.
Yeah, he's going to want to test their defense a little
Playoff
bit.
game. Coach Allen loves his different formations and shifts.
It's eye candy. Is that what you're?
Yeah.
So there you go. Ty met right at the line, but he is still pounding through there. Picks up about 2 on that.
He almost got 3. But I think they're going to give him right at.
Handoff.
Well, they'll get about 2. Yeah, I think
Cuts
they're going
back
to.
across the middle.
2nd down and 8.
The 47-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Hand off to Benbrook.
Counter.
Lowers the head and gets out to the 50-yard line. Picks up about 3 on the play. 2.5.
Well, Dr. Crowder, we've got two drives, 2 50-yard line.
For the Rebels. He'll be marked down.
Big 3rd down early for the Rebels here.
Brings up
3rd and 5. Quite a bit of tempo. Hand off to Spud Conway off the left side. He finds a running room.
Gets 1st down.
Out to the 40 of the Wildcats. Nice pickup on 3rd.
Senior Spud Conway around.
So main thing, move the chains.
First down, Chambers.
Leaves it with T.Y.
T.Y. takes the
Pickup of about 2.
Going to go for about a
Or 2.5.
2-yard carry.
You can probably see from
Number
if
3.
you're watching at home, there are not very many extra Wildcats on the other sideline, so I think Coach Allen's going to want to try to tire them out a little bit.
We'll call it 8.
Hand off to John White. Found some running room. Wait for his blockers to set up.
Block from
Yeah.
J-Rod.
Going to be enough for a first down.
Taken down inside the 30.
Stretching the defense out early.
Yeah.
The speed.
First down, Chambers.
Counter again.
J-Rod just dances through there and picks up a nice 6-yard play there.
Number 2, J.P. Beck, and number...
You know, Jordan's a pleasure to watch run, too. He waits for the holes to open up. He's got a little patience
Yeah.
back there.
Bigger back, too.
Yeah.
Number 13, Jordan Benbrook on the carry for the
And he's been in the system long enough to understand
Yep.
everything we're trying to do.
Maybe 6 yards, second down 4.
Buck sweep.
Oh, got him by the leg.
Tackle made by number 1, Cooper Dixon. That's the quarterback.
Yeah, you know, if he's playing both ways, that's
Number 1,
Yeah.
that means they've got thin sideline.
on the tackle for Wilcox.
Well, certainly a 4-down territory here, but let's go ahead and get it on 3rd.
Third down and 1.
Think you'll see a pass here, Peyton? Just, well,
Made a hard count there.
yeah, that was always Peyton's bread and butter.
I think they're going to give it to Benbrook.
Yeah, get your first
Power
down.
to the right. Yep, got it.
Nice run by Jordan Benbrook to pick up a Rebel first down. Ball is marked down at the 13-yard line.
Jordan Benbrook. With that run, he picks up yardage. First down, Chambers.
Pitch to T.Y. looking for the edge. He can't find it, but he cuts back and met right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like no gain on that play.
Not a whole lot of room to do anything there.
T.Y. Trammell takes
Yep.
it around
Defense
right.
had good pursuit on him and kept him contained over there. That's something. Past couple of games they've been just eyeing on T.Y. and just keeping him bottled up. But somebody else is breaking out and having those big games. So, wonder who it's going to be tonight.
We're going to have to throw it sometime in this game, as many people as they're putting in the box.
Yep.
2nd and 10. Whoop. Let's make that 2nd and 15. Bad time to get
That's
a
killer.
motion penalty.
Senior jumping off. Ball starting.
Flag on the play. False start against the Rebels.
Well, basically 3 plays to get 15 yards.
2nd and 15 for the Rebels.
After the 5-yard penalty, brings up second down 15.
Five seconds.
Hendricks drives back, looks to his left. Eyeing T.Y. out there. Falls just short. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Rebels.
JoJo, his pass intended
What do you think here, Peyton? You
for
need to get at least half of it.
Goes incomplete. brings
Yeah, I
up
wouldn't be
third down.
surprised seeing a screen or some type of draw or something here. Don't want to put too much on your quarterback. 3rd and 15. Or look for a sprint out, get him out of the pocket. Something easier.
That's something we haven't seen a whole lot Hendricks do this year's run, but when he does run, he's picked up some pretty big chunks of yardage.
Right, and other teams don't really expect him to run.
All right.
Oh, that's a little high. That's 2 in a row.
Targeted Spud Conway.
JoJo's pass intended for
4th down and 15 for the
Passes
Rebels.
so far a little high. A little nervous. Got to settle down.
falls incomplete.
A little too far away for a field goal, so we'll just see what we do here. They scored on 4th down. Why can't we?
Why not? Here we go. 4th down and 15 for the Rebels. Ball spotted at about the 17-yard line. Hendricks drop backs. It's T.Y. coming out of the backfield looking for some blockers, making some people miss. And he is down to about the 6-yard line.
Had to get
Didn't
3
quite
though.
get it.
Hendricks pass complete to T.Y. Trammell.
Ball will go over on downs at about the 6.
It'll be marked.
Not a whole lot of play calls for 4th and 15.
No, there's not. But at least they're going to pin the Wildcats deep.
Right. Defense has to.
Yeah, can't let them go
Real
96 yards and go up by 2 touchdowns. That would that'd put us back to talking about that Jackson game again.
Yeah, they gave us some early problems in the empty and some spread out sets. First drive, make some adjustments.
See what the Rebel defense can do here. Dixon hands off. Met by a host of Rebels over there.
Didn't get much.
Looks like Nick Ford was in on that, number 58. He was the first Rebel to make contact. I don't know, Peyton, were my eyes that good? Was it 58?
I didn't quite see it.
Darius Clifton.
The defensive front looks good early, though. They're going to have to rely on those senior guys up front to carry them through the playoffs. Then we'll be a state championship team. A lot of veteran guys out there, a lot of seniors.
Now, is Waldrop back?
Yes.
He is?
Yes.
Yeah, he was one of the captains tonight.
Okay, good.
But he only plays on offense, doesn't he?
Right. Hey, there's so many guys that can play one way. That's a luxury to have that many guys that can play.
Yeah.
To play guys one way and be fresh the whole game.
Dixon drops back, looking for one of his receivers, and just throws it at the feet of a Wildcat player. So it's going to stop the clock with
Dixon's pass intended for
14
Darius
seconds left to go.
Clifton.
Yeah, this first quarter has evaporated.
Only one possession for the Rebels. Quick
Yeah.
first quarter.
Yeah. Wow. Ball control. Keep it away from the Rebels. They can't score.
Yep. You still got to feel as the game progresses that they're going to wear down their defense with this fast-paced offense. But it's like Peyton said, you can get one possession per quarter. That's not going to get you much.
That play clock is down to
Okay,
5.
yeah. I don't know if they're going to be able to get this one off.
They're not going to get it.
Have to burn a
He's taking a
timeout.
timeout.
Yep. Well, we got a second. We want to thank our game sponsors again.
Sunshine Heating and Air. For all of your heating and cooling needs, call Kevin Keel and let him tell you about the Daikin Fit System. Farmers and Merchants Bank, your hometown bank, where they know you by name. Come see Stanley Tucker for all of your banking needs. Scott Fuller with the Denson Group, specializing in land sales, development, and residential real estate. Proud supporter of the Chambers Academy Rebels.
And we are back with you. 14 and a half seconds left in quarter number 1, 7-0 Wilcox. Rebels turn the ball over on downs, and it's third down and 9 for the Wildcats. Rebel defense could ill afford to give up a first down here.
Dixon dropped back, looks to his left, looking right down the middle, and there's no one home on that. That's going to fall incomplete.
Pass falls
4th down and 9 for the Wildcats. 10 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
9, Wilcox.
Fortunately, he threw to that side of the field, and it looked like the Rebels weren't lined up over here to our sideline.
Yeah.
Had some confusion.
Get good field position off this. John White is dropping back alongside Spud Conway. Ooh, high snap. Corralled by the kicker. Amazing how he got up and got that. Ball's going to go out of bounds. The
Well, we're going to have one more play. 4 seconds.
It's about at the 35. I don't know how that punter got the hold of that ball. That thing was way up there. He was jumping like he was John White back there, snagging that down and getting that kickoff. That was amazing.
Chambers had the return on.
Ball's going to be marked down at the 36
Sometimes you have the block on in a situation like that.
First down, Chambers.
You don't want to get a roughing penalty, so put the return on and try to get good field position, and we got it by virtue of the punt being short. And
need a good drive here.
yeah, the short field, you just about got to even the score.
Hendricks rolls out to his left, looking downfield, going for Conway. And he's got a touchdown, Rebels.
And just as the horn blew, you may have heard that in the background, the Rebels scored a touchdown.
That's a big play from Jeremy Conway. He's your quarterback into the game, making a play.
And that's another Ricky Elliott and Associates touchdown.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get an interference call out of that, and it's
looked like it
got backed off of him and let him catch it. I guess maybe he thought he wasn't going to catch it anyway. Well, Chester, we'll see how much they worked on the kicking game.
Gonna really have to take advantage of our athletes compared to theirs.
Haley for the extra point.
Haley's on for the extra point for the Rebels. Gets the kick up.
And got it.
Good.
And it is good. So the Rebels tie it up at the end of the first.
Well,
at the end of the first quarter.
due to a little one-play, 35-yard drive, the kick's good. Things are back evened out. So,
and that was a Ricky Elliott and Associates Insurance touchdown, now a part of the Star Insurance Group with offices in Opelika, Auburn, Montgomery, and Greenville, insuring businesses, homes, farms, and autos in Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, and North Carolina. Supporting Rebels, Chambers Academy Rebels since 1980. Go Rebels. Thank you, Ricky Elliott. It's an exciting way to end the first quarter for the Rebels.
yeah, we'll watch our cheerleaders here. And then I got a question for Peyton. Peyton, looking back on your career, home games only, what's your favorite memory from a home game?
Favorite home game? I'm going to go back to 2019, junior year, Tuscaloosa Academy at home. Early in the season, they were, on paper, looked a lot better than us. We weren't expected to win that game. I think they were ranked pretty high, maybe top 3. And we had an electric crowd that night, and they had a really good team, and we played really well, ran the ball right at them, and won a close game at home. And I thought that was a great win to start off early in the season. Probably my personal favorite.
That was, I think that came in third in this week's poll. That game came in third behind the 2 championship games. So the fans recognize the quality of that win as well. And
penalty marker.
Yeah, the Wildcats bring it out to about the 33, but they're going to check the flag on the field. And I remember that game. That was a fun time. We had a great time.
As I recall, they had maybe more than a touchdown, but less than 2 touchdown lead at halftime, and we didn't take the lead right at the end of the game, did we?
Yeah, I think we trailed the whole game.
The Rebel fans are always coming out to support their team. Even tonight on a cold night, it's a good crowd here at Torbert Allen Field. Always a good crowd. So if you guys are joining us from home and you're seeing a little bit of difference in the picture quality, it's because we're running off the iPad tonight. So that'd be the only difference you may see.
Trips to the boundary.
Met by 3 or 4 Rebels.
Yep, Baalsma, Hurst. Colley finally brings him down.
That's number 12, Darius Clifton, the running back for the Wildcats.
Down by number 12, Cross.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Peyton, we want to thank you for coming up and chatting with us throughout the game. So we really appreciate you coming up and talking and giving your insight on what's going on down there.
This has been a great addition to our crew.
Be careful. You might get a new job.
Yeah, I've already told Chester.
You going to fire me?
No. It's there's an old accounting term, first in, first out. I'm way older than the rest of you.
No.
Whippersnappers.
Second down and 10 for the Wildcats. Another handoff to Clifton on the right side.
Hunter Burdette got him that time.
Defensive line's dominating right
Braden
now.
Munkus is going to get a penalty for.
We saw that. Yeah, we saw that down in Macon. Yeah, we saw that down in Macon. So many penalties for that. We couldn't even figure out what they were calling the penalties on.
Shooting ourselves in the foot.
I saw that one. He didn't really taunt him, but he got up and got a little too enthusiastic.
There's no telling what
was going to turn a 3rd and 9 into a 1st and 10.
What was said.
And he's going to come out and have to explain it to his head coach.
That's penalties you can't have when you play good football teams down the road. Playoffs, you can't do that.
Had them stopped, and now they've got new breaths. So let's see.
38-yard line. First down and 10, Wilcox.
Bringing a blitz.
Hand off to Clifton.
Got him too.
Hayden Hurst got his hand in there and tripped him up.
Coach Dillon dialed up a blitz from the trip side there. Hayden Hurst, good tackle.
Darius Clifton on the carry. Tackle made by
Loss of 2 on the play. Bring up second down and 12.
The Wildcats really using up clock here. I'm sure that's by design. Make the game shorter.
Second down and 12, Wilcox.
I don't think they're going to take a snap before 10 seconds on any play.
Really running the clock here. Didn't get it off.
Oh,
no penalty.
Dixon keeps that one. Met quickly by Zach Bowsman at about the 40-yard line.
He didn't have anybody to.
Play goes for about 4 yards.
He's got a text.
3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats.
Lafayette High School was at Arrington tonight, and they were down 14-0 in the first quarter. So both teams from our hometown made the playoffs.
Munkus comes back in it. Third and 7 right here for the Rebels.
Yeah, this is a big one. The clock just ticking away.
Yeah, play clock.
They're under 5 seconds. They've got one timeout left. They are about to total penalty.
Got it off.
Wow.
Drops back, rolls out to his right.
Lots of holding penalty there.
And
that's going to be
out of bounds.
Catch.
No, he did catch it. So we're going to have to take that penalty. I was going to say we wouldn't have to take the penalty if it's an incomplete pass, but I don't believe Coach Allen take a chance on a 4th and 2.
The penalty called against Wilcox.
Scambia's up on Edgewood, 27-0 first quarter.
Wow. Of course, the winner of that game will come here next week, if there is a here next week. If it went the other way around, then Wilcox would go to the winner of that game, which I'm sure would make whoever wins that game happy because they'd have a home game. Well, now, why are we at 3rd and
yeah.
Was it defensive holding?
3rd down, Wilcox.
Maybe they called it incomplete.
3rd down, Wilcox.
Had to have been called it incomplete there.
I don't know.
Dixon rolls back. He's going to kick it.
Yeah, I guess they did call it incomplete.
Sprint out punt there.
Fair catch by Conway at about the 28-yard line.
And for the first time, Chambers will have the ball with a chance to take the lead. So, yes, that was an incomplete pass. It looked like the official went over there and marked it complete.
I thought he was out of bounds when he got it. So
I guess one of the other as we talked about, there are extra referees in games like this, and one of them may have seen that he was out of bounds.
Well, here comes Hendricks and the Rebel offense with 8 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the second quarter. It's all tied up here at Torbert Allen Field in Lafayette, Alabama.
Touchdown, Chambers.
T.Y.'s in motion, hand off to Benbrook. Nice run by Jordan. He's keeping the legs moving.
Oh, my goodness.
Just about broke that one open.
That was the last person that could have got him.
Yep. You're going to tackle him at the 44-yard line. That's enough for a Rebels first down.
Offense is already lined up, ready to go.
J-Rod is called down at the 44-yard line.
Trying to go fast here.
Yeah, chains are not even moved yet. Officials asking him to run the play clock, but it's already running.
He's going to feed Jordan Benbrook on this drive. He's just going to lower his head and pick up of about,
Great run.
3 on that. Not much there, but he got something out of it.
Benbrook. He's marked down at the 48-yard line.
Second down and 7.
Peyton, when you run a couple plays like that in a row, what are you trying to soften up the defense to
Well,
do?
Dad's always been a buck sweep guy, and any Coach Allen team you see is going to run the buck sweep, and that's he takes a lot of pride in that and work on that every day, even though that's something everybody knows on this team. It's the bread and butter.
Yep. Jordan following his block. Good pickup on second down. Is going to leave third and 1.
First down.
Jordan Benbrook on the carry around left end. He's going to be just shy of the first down. Bring up third down, long one.
If you're just now tuning in, and we realize it's just a little past 7:35, but it is the second quarter.
Hand off to Jordan again. He's got enough for a Rebel first down. And he's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Jordan Benbrook takes the handoff. He's marked down at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 Rebels.
First down, Chambers. On the tackle for Wilcox, number 18, Les Johnson.
Hendricks drops back, looks to his right.
Taking a shot.
Just out of bounds.
Nice catch, though.
Almost caught it.
John White was the target on that pass.
So when you got a good running game, that's the confidence you put in your running backs. You can try a long pass on first down.
And I like taking a shot first and 10.
Yeah, because you
Probably Wilcox wasn't quite ready for that, but couldn't come up with a catch.
this part of the field, you figure you can get 10 yards in 3 plays.
Inside stack.
Coach Allen says run it.
T.Y. with the carry, making some moves, going down the sideline. And he is pushed out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. It's enough for a Rebels first down.
It's going to be close to first and goal.
They're going to spot him just outside of the 10, so they'll have an opportunity to get a first inside the 1. Hand off to Conway, looking for some blockers, cutting back in, lowering the head, and keeping the legs driving.
And off goes to
Got about half of it.
Yep.
Spud Conway. He takes it around left.
Picks up close to 5 on that. And spot him just around the 6-yard line.
Ball be marked down at the 6-yard line. Second down and 6, Chambers.
Nobody's on Benbrook here.
Yep, buck sweep.
And off goes to number 13, Jordan Benbrook.
Jordan picks up a couple yards on that.
Inside the 5.
It's going to be
Bring up
Third and
down
4.
3.
yes, 3. They got to get.
Bringing a heavy package on the field. It's going to Defensive line guys.
Bringing the house out, yeah.
Got to get to the
Bringing an extra tight end.
to the field side of the one. They don't have to get inside the one. Just got to get right there at the one.
Benbrook at quarterback.
T.Y. up to his left. You're going to keep this and go right in the middle. Touchdown. Rebels. Nice play call there, and the Rebels strike again with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the second.
T.Y. would have scored also, so that's
That is another Ricky Elliott and Associates touchdown. So with 5:20 left to go in the second, the Rebels take the lead for the first time in the game.
about a 65-yard effort.
Haley's on for the extra point.
Caden Haley on for the extra point.
Hendricks got that snap.
Good.
Back around. Good.
That was a very good recovery of a
Yes,
snap.
it was.
He's been doing that for a long time, holding field goals.
Yeah, he did that
Since
when he was a freshman or something.
14, Wilcox 7.
Well, other
Let's get pumped up, Rebel fans. Let's get pumped up. Let's turn it up.
all right, Peyton, we've enjoyed having you. Come back and join us again. Chester and I have lost our tech support.
Thank you, Peyton, for hanging out with us.
Yeah, that was. Hope you folks at home enjoyed that. It's good to have somebody with football knowledge and knowledge of Coach Allen's system and his tendencies. That was quite impressive.
Conway's got the kicking duties, fielded at the 24 by the Wildcats, and brings it out past the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Didn't go very deep.
On the return.
Remember Coach Allen after the game last week said they like to get the opponent inside the 30. They're going to start on the 37.
37-yard line.
And the defense now has the lead, and we'll try to protect it. Only 5 minutes until halftime. These folks that are here that are cold going to get to warm up pretty quick, looks like.
Dixon hands off to 44 off the right side and picks up about 5 on that. That was
Handoff goes to number 44.
Tanner Bradford.
Didn't look like the defense was very well prepared for that, like they thought he was a decoy.
Number 24, Ashton Chambers on the tackle for the Rebels. Play picks up 4 yards, second down and 6.
And once again, they're going to let it get down to about 10 seconds. This is kind of like the old four-corner offense that the North Carolina Tar Heels used to run. Coach Dean Smith, they let the air out of the ball.
Edgewood Academy.
Second down and 6 for the Wildcats. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Handoff to Bradford again. Lowers the head and picks up about 2 on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 5.
Let's see,
Number
1, 2.
44, Tanner Bradford.
Yep, you're right. 4.
Wilcox.
1, 2, yep, 4 yards.
6 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Be an interesting decision if they get it down to 4th and 1 or 2.
Yeah, I don't think you want to let the Rebels get the ball on your side of the field.
Yeah, but you're in a playoff game, and there is no next Friday.
That's right. Three wide receivers here on the short side. Dixon rolls out to the right. He's contained, looking across the middle, and he hits his target at the 40-yard line. Tackled by number 4. That's Braxton Yurt on the coverage.
I don't think you ever realized he still had the ball because all the action was going on over here.
I'm sorry, Jack Sessions.
Well, we don't have to worry about fourth down.
Picks up a first down.
I'm going to spot that at the 42 of the Rebels. First down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Tackle made by
3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the half.
Rebels will receive the second half kickoff. Had the ball 3 times and scored twice. Wilcox has had it 4 times and scored once. It has taken an enormous amount of time off the clock. They're taking 40 seconds per play, and this is an incomplete pass there.
Dixon hands off. Tackled by Hurst and Burdette, as well as Hunter Knox.
40 seconds, so we'll be below 2 minutes when they snap it here. We'll be under 2 minutes.
Second down and 8 for the Wildcats.
Touchdown in 4 seconds in the third quarter, but sure good to try to get the ball one more time here. Let's go and then throw first in the second half. Let's give me 10 minutes, 20 minutes in the first quarter. We'll have a long clock. We'll be home. No time. We'll be home in a nice field first while we're still here playing.
Hand off again up the middle. Met by Knox. And round back. No gain on the play.
Coach Allen just taking time out here. See what's the deal. Be about a minute left. He did take one.
So while we got a moment here, we'd like to thank our game sponsors.
Lowe's Pharmacy. Tired of hearing about COVID? Well, let's talk about the flu. Come in today for your flu shot. And while you're there, stop in and check out all the items in the Lowe's Boutique. Lafayette True Value, your hometown hardware store. Come in and see James Allen for all of your hardware and haberdashery needs. The Pig, best meats in town, freshest dairy and produce. Customer service is number one. Down home, down the street. Piggly Wiggly, Lafayette, Alabama.
Big third down here as we come back from the timeout. Chambers takes their first timeout. Wilcox only has one left. Rebels gambling on defense holding here on third down. And then also gambling that Wilcox would punt, which is may or may not happen. They're on the Rebel side of the 50.
3rd and 8 for the Wildcats.
Right, 3rd down and 7.
I agree with you. I think it's 8. Moose says it's 7.
Dixon brings 4 wide receivers to his right. He drops back. Looking across the field. And, great coverage by Gavin Kite.
He waited until the ball got there and hit the receiver before he broke it up, and that's about the only way you can avoid an interference penalty. And that
got a flag in the backfield, but had good coverage down the field by number 21.
The Wildcats are clapping like this.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play, yeah.
Must be roughing the passer. It is.
2 big penalties against the Rebels.
That's twice we've had them stopped and had a 15-yard penalty to give them new life.
I didn't even see who was involved. Now I was looking downfield.
Yeah, I was trying to be sure we didn't give up another cheap touchdown. Well, I guess the good part here, Chester, is they've only got one timeout left, so you don't think you'll see Chambers call any more timeouts. But
1:23 left to go here in the first half.
Wilcox is on the 24, trying to tie the game. A little over a minute left. They have one timeout.
Play clock's under 10.
Which so far has not been a problem.
First down, Wilcox.
Defense has got to tighten up here.
Design run by the quarterback. down to about the 20-yard line.
Go under a minute. Somebody's helmet's come off.
That's the quarterback.
Yeah, he'll have to come out.
On the carry.
Officials telling him he's got to leave the field.
Number 12, Cross Colley, and number 21, Gavin Kite.
And they will take a timeout to allow him to come back in. That is their last timeout.
Wilcox.
And while we got a second on this timeout, let's thank our game sponsors.
Daniel Towing, owned and operated by Lee and Sandy Daniel. 334-436-0061. You call, we haul. Mike and Barbara Hill, proud sponsors of Chambers Academy Athletics for over 4 generations. Go Rebels!
Locally owned and operated Forbes Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton makes car buying easy, offering sales, service, and even tires. A great place to buy your second vehicle or find a ride for your teenager. See the full inventory on our Facebook page. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton.
All right, here we go. There are no timeouts left for the Wildcats. They are 21 yards from pay dirt to try to tie this ball game at halftime. Chambers will start and receive the second half kickoff, but you sure would like to have the lead instead of having a tie ball game to deal with, Chester.
Yeah, number 2, J.P. Peck, is in there for a quarterback for the Wildcats. He drops out and rolls to his right. Oh, picked off. Oh, just about. Is that John White on the coverage?
I believe it was.
Yeah, number 16. He about had that one.
Wilcox's pass is incomplete.
Unless that's 18, but I think it's 16.
That's
yep,
16.
Don't have Peyton's good eyes up here anymore.
On the coverage, number 16.
Well, all right, that took 4 big old seconds or 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 3.
Well, if you heard Moose out, it's not 3rd and 3, though. It's 3rd and 7. They have gained 3. Was that him? Moose singing along with the music here. All right.
Cooper Dixon is back in there at quarterback for the Wildcats, number 1. Running 4 wide receivers to his right.
Oh, my gosh.
Just eluded the pressure and, pitches it underhand
that's
forward.
going to be an intentional grounding. Yep.
Number 57, Braden Munkus was all over that, forcing Cooper Dixon to throw that.
Well, that's a loss of down.
As he was being chased.
And it'll be marked from the spot. Chambers has 2 timeouts left, so with 41 seconds, we might actually get loss of down. Yep. That'll make it 4th down, and I don't know if that's a 5 or a 10-yarder.
Intentional grounding the call against Wilcox.
It's a 5.
After the mark off, the ball will be at the 26-yard line.
So it's 4th and 11. Don't be surprised if you see a
4th down and 12.
They don't have any timeouts left, so they may take a delay, try to punt. If not, I think you'll see a toss into the end zone here. Take a chance on an interference.
Delay a game.
It's been happening, close to happening all night.
Delay of game, the call against Wilcox.
And Chester.
That 5 yards will be marked.
I'm not sure we had but 10 people out there.
Back, putting the ball down at the 31-yard.
Somebody ran in on that. Well, now let's see what they're going to do. That took 1 second.
4th down and 17.
Again, everything's on the table.
Now 40 seconds left to go.
Yeah. You may see a pooch kick here.
All right, let's cheer on this defense. 4th down.
Dixon drops back. A lot of heat coming from the Rebel defense, and he is sacked for a big loss by number 74. That's Ryan Smith back there.
Tackle made on the play by number 12.
Well, 33 seconds and 2 timeouts, Chester. And didn't exactly work out the way we thought it might as far as not needing those timeouts, but we got them in our back pocket now.
Yep.
And we are 55 yards from a score.
With 33 seconds left to go.
33 seconds, got time for.
And 2 timeouts, correct?
Yeah, got time for 3 or 4 plays.
And with that play, that turns the
Big
ball
momentum
over
swing
on
right there here at the end of
was
this.
First down.
that was a big
Chambers.
defensive stand after a roughing the passer penalty, kind of bottled the defense up a little bit.
First down, Chambers from the 45.
Hendricks drops back, looks right down the middle, and ball is broken up by number 3. Target was John White on that.
Yeah, everybody sort of tangled up there. Looked like it was.
And the ball kind of just hung in the air.
Yeah, like he had a chance to intercept it, and they were tangled up enough that he just batted it
This
down.
pass was intended for John White. Falls incomplete.
Incomplete pass stops the clock with 26 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Rebels at their own 45.
Still 2 timeouts. You might want to think about some sort of surprise run here. Get it to T.Y. and try to get him around the corner. Now he stays in the block. There's Spud, and it's a little too high.
Hendricks pass
3rd and 10 for the Rebels.
intended for number 6.
That would have been a first down, and it would have gotten the ball out of bounds, but was not to be.
Pass is called incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Well, let's see what we're going to dial up here. More important at this point to get the first down and then call the timeout. They don't have any timeouts, so.
Hendricks drops back, looking for White on the edge. Nice block by Jordan Benbrook, and
got the first down.
got the first down.
All right.
Pass is complete to number 16.
And Chambers will take a timeout.
14 seconds left to go here in the second.
Yep.
At the 40.
Well, that first down took 18 seconds. Can't do that again.
Timeout, Chambers.
Yards after catch on that were.
While we got a timeout here, we're going to get word from our sponsors.
Welcome to the Chambers Academy Cheer Program. We cheer at all football games and home basketball games. Over the last several years, our girls have brought home numerous trophies from the AISA Cheer Clinic. We have multiple UCA All-Americans and several AISA All-Stars. Our girls work hard during the season, and we like to pride ourselves on our game day atmosphere. If you haven't had the chance to make it to one of our pep rallies, please be sure to come out at 2:15 on select Fridays for those events. Good luck to the Rebels in the AISA playoffs.
In case any of you are wondering, Susan Wilson, who sponsored that ad, is the former Susan Walton,
$5 each.
class of 76, I believe.
You get 5.
Thank you, Susan. If you're watching, thank you. If you're not watching, we thank you for your support of Chambers Sports
First down and 10.
and your continued support of Chambers Academy. And here's a big 14-second left play.
First down and 10. Hendricks rolls out to his left, throws across his body, targets White at the 30, makes one person miss, looking for a block, cuts back to the middle of the field, down to the 20.
Well, we're going to need another timeout.
5 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Well, Chester, this was going to go in the end zone.
First down, Chambers.
As Chambers will take his last timeout.
Oh, they didn't call a timeout, and now they call a timeout.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to call a timeout because you can't hardly clock it.
The official was winding the clock out
You
there.
can't hardly clock it.
Timeout, Chambers Academy.
And can't run up to the line and clock it that quick, I don't think.
Well, exciting end here, the second quarter.
Yeah, we'll see if we can pull off a touchdown here, 20 yards out.
And the Rebels will get the ball at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, that would be a handy-dandy thing.
Got anything going on at halftime, Calvin?
Well, I don't know. I was out of town until about an hour before kickoff, so I'm just going to go down to the press box and see. I don't know. I know there's some Little League ball players I think they're going to recognize at halftime. I don't know if they've got anything they want to be read, but Moose usually likes to get a little break, so I'll go down there and see if there's anything to do. If not, I'll come on back up here with my peeps.
Well, cool. Well, we're glad you made it in for the game.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't have any intention of missing that. I had Emily with me, so not making the game was not an option because she had to be back, obviously, for cheerleaders. So, well, here we go. We got T.Y. and John over here, Spud over there. Jordan staying in the block.
5.6 seconds left to go. Hendricks looking to his right. And ball falls incomplete. Looks like T.Y. was the intended target with 1.2 seconds left.
Incomplete.
Rebels have one more shot at the end zone.
That was.
This will be the.
It's like we're counting on whoever caught that to make some moves, get in the end zone because nobody was actually in the end zone. They probably will. Woo.
A little feedback there.
Yeah, they probably will all go down there this time. And here we go, 1.2 seconds. Rebels will lead by 1, maybe 2 touchdowns as we go to the half.
John White and T.Y. to the near side. Spud to the far.
Same formation.
Hendricks going for the corner. John White's a target, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, Rebels. Great coverage by the Wildcats, but John White would not be denied.
And that kid was doing all he could do. Wow.
What a great catch.
That was spectacular.
One-handed going backwards. You can't beat that anywhere. That's another Ricky Elliott Associates touchdown.
Holy smokes.
And that got the Rebel faithful here at Torbert Allen Field on their feet.
That was big, Chester.
Huge.
Gave us a little breathing room and put us in a position where we can score
coming up
with the second half kickoff, and we can start.
Haley gets the kick up, and it is good.
and the extra
Well, after 2 quarters of play, your Chambers Academy Rebels are up 21-7 against the Wilcox Wildcats.
Academy Rebels 21.
All right, folks, we'll let you enjoy halftime with the cheerleaders and various things, and we'll come back and talk a little about the second half in a little while.
All right, y'all, here are your varsity cheerleaders. Take it away, ladies.
All right, guys, we're going to give it up next to some of our favorite group of cheerleaders, our Rebelettes. Come on, I wanna dance in the dark. Come on, we could light up the night. The night time is the right time. skills for you guys. Grade girls, I can't wait to have some of them on JV next year. We're going to turn it over to the guy who's used to the mic.
Okay. All right. First of all, if there's anyone here from the class of 1971, I did not see you when you came in. But if there's anyone here from
Welcome to the Chambers Academy cheer program. We cheer at all football games and home basketball games. Over the last several years, our girls have brought home numerous trophies from the AISA Cheer Clinic. We have multiple UCA All-Americans and several AISA All-Stars. Our girls work hard during the season, and we like to pride ourselves on our game day atmosphere. If you haven't had the chance to make it to one of our pep rallies, please be sure to come out at 2:15 on select Fridays for those events. Good luck to the Rebels in the AISA playoffs.
We were blessed this year to have several Chambers Academy boys that played in the World Series. The team from Dadeville, Alabama played in the Laurel, Mississippi tournament, 12 and under, and Dixie Youth. Players from that team are number 2, Colton Fuller. Wave at us, Colton. There you go. Number 6, Sawyer Sanders. Number 24, Colin Pearson. And 00, Ty Gooden. Those Rebels and their teammates were coached by Jody Fuller, who was a 1994 graduate of Chambers, and they were the Alabama State champions. The Valley, Alabama team also played in Laurel, Mississippi in the Ozone tournament. Players from that team were number 15, second baseman Hunter Phillips, and number 23, outfielder Tucker Thrower. They were also the Alabama State champions. And the Auburn Beehive travel ball team played in Panama City, Florida in the 9 and under tournament. Players included number 33, Leighton Caldwell, who pitched and played first base. Number 8, Cohen Hand, who played second base. They were the World Series champions, and they were assisted in their coaching staff by Lance Caldwell, a 2000 graduate of Chambers. And finally, the Dadeville Tribe travel ball team played in Destin, Florida in the 7 and under tournament. Players included number 13, Cash Fuller, number 15, Bryson Miller, and assistant coaches were Stan Fuller, class of 83, and Ryan Miller, class of 2005. Give it up for all of our baseball stars and our future Rebels as they went out and made a name for themselves this summer in Little League, 12 and under, and all those kinds of baseball leagues that they have. And fellas, if you have your picture made by Miss Taffy, y'all can come back off the field.
We'd like to take a moment here to thank our game sponsors for Chambers Academy football. Daniel Towing, Pritchard Painting, Woodchop Timber, Gimme Some Sugar, Forbes Auto Sales, Kevin Keel, Scott Fuller, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Piggly Wiggly, Lowe's Pharmacy, James Allen, Mike and Barbara Hill, Susan Wilson. Thank you, sponsors. Woodchop Timber Harvesting, locally owned and operated. Owners Thad, Mandy, Wyatt, and Abby Kane. Proud supporters of Chambers Academy football. Log to live, live to log. Pritchard Painting. For all of your interior and exterior painting needs, as well as pressure washing, call Brandon Pritchard at 256-307-0884.
We are screaming, go Rebels! Also, come check us out in-store or online. GimmeSomeSugarLafette.com for all your Christmas gift-giving needs.
Sunshine Heating and Air. For all of your heating and cooling needs, call Kevin Keel and let him tell you about the Daikin Fit System. Farmers and Merchants Bank, your hometown bank, where they know you by name. Come see Stanley Tucker for all of your banking needs. Scott Fuller with the Denson Group, specializing in land sales, development, and residential real estate. Proud supporter of the Chambers Academy Rebels. Lowe's Pharmacy. Tired of hearing about COVID? Well, let's talk about the flu. Come in today for your flu shot. And while you're there, stop in and check out all the items in the Lowe's Boutique. Lafayette True Value, your hometown hardware store. Come in and see James Allen for all of your hardware and haberdashery needs. The Pig, best meats in town, freshest dairy and produce. Customer service is number one. Down home, down the street. Piggly Wiggly, Lafayette, Alabama. Daniel Towing, owned and operated by Lee and Sandy Daniel. 334-436-0061. You call, we haul. Mike and Barbara Hill, proud sponsors of Chambers Academy Athletics for over 4 generations. Go Rebels!
Locally owned and operated Forbes Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton makes car buying easy, offering sales, service, and even tires. A great place to buy your second vehicle or find a ride for your teenager. See the full inventory on our Facebook page. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton.
Welcome to the Chambers Academy cheer program. We cheer at all football games and home basketball games. Over the last several years, our girls have brought home numerous trophies from the AISA Cheer Clinic. We have multiple UCA All-Americans and several AISA All-Stars. Our girls work hard during the season, and we like to pride ourselves on our game day atmosphere. If you haven't had the chance to make it to one of our pep rallies, please be sure to come out at 2:15 on select Fridays for those events. Good luck to the Rebels in the AISA playoffs.
With you here at the close of the half, and got a few AISA scores. We know that Escambia is leading Edgewood 48-0 at halftime. That is, we remind you, the winner of that game will play the winner of this game. If Chambers wins, the game will be here. If Wilcox would come back and win, the game would be at Escambia. And we don't have anything from Watauga and Banks or Macon East and Patrician. We do know that Pike is leading Clark Prep 28-0.
Boys are the Pee Wee Bowl champions. So let's have a big hand of applause for our Pee Wee football team. We started young around here. All right, we're getting ready to start the second half.
It's like the half will probably be extended as it customarily is. And we'll try to find you some more scores. We know that Lafayette is still trailing, as far as we know, 14-0.
I am looking right now, see if I can find that Watauga score.
I actually thought the Escambia Edgewood game, I expected Escambia to win, but I thought that might be a little closer. You know, Edgewood's had some injuries in the middle of the year, Chester, and they just really had a tough time toward the end. They had the running clock when we played here.
Mm-hmm.
They played Wilcox last week, and Wilcox beat them. And not that that's anything to be ashamed of, but I mean they just they just didn't finish well.
Yeah, when they came up here, they expressed they were down a couple players, and the Watauga score is Banks 40-0 into the first half. That was 18 minutes ago.
You mean Watauga 40-0?
Yeah, Watauga 40, Banks nothing. Sorry.
If Banks is ahead of Watauga 40-0, then
correct. Thank you for correcting me on
that. We should probably all expect about 6 inches of snow in the morning.
Well, it feels like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I mean that.
Yeah. So Watauga's up against Banks, and Edgewood is losing to Escambia.
So we need Macon East and Patrician, and we'll pretty well know how the 2A is going to shake out before the ball game here is over with. Rebels will receive the second half kickoff with a chance to widen this 14-point lead. And at some point, Chester, if they were to get a 21-point lead with the way Wilcox's offense has been consuming the clock, it could that could be something that could backfire on them unless they pick up their pace a little bit.
I'm getting the Macon YouTube. Oh, let me get this correct before I say anything.
It's kind of funny. It's like they say imitation's a sincerest form of flattery. Everybody else is getting a YouTube channel now. It is 28-0 Patrician.
Yeah. Going into the second half, yeah.
Well, that means all the East teams are losing except for us. And that's kind of what Coach Allen thought, that the West teams were stronger than the East teams in general this year. Last year, if you remember the first round, all the East teams won except for Escambia.
Yeah, because first round last year we had Watauga here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the only West team that won it all last year was Escambia, and
Escambia was leading Edgewood 48-0 at the half.
Well, we're about ready for the second half kickoff. The Rebels will receive the ball.
It's like Watauga will play Patrician in the other game unless things change rather suddenly. And we've seen one onside kick, Chester. With them down by 2 scores, they got to flip the script somehow. We might as well be prepared for one here.
Yep. Anything goes, playoff football.
Well, they've got I mean, they were in an unusual situation right at the end of the first half. Where they could either score or run the clock out, and then all of a sudden they had an intentional grounding and the wheels came off. And
52, Parker Phillips is doing the kickoff duties for the Wildcats.
He is going to kick it deep.
Down to John White. Takes it about the 22. Got some room on the right side. Got a couple blockers. Burdette got a block, and White gets pushed out of bounds close to the 40.
That was almost a block in the back on the kicking team, which is a very unusual penalty. Hunter was running along watching John and got
He wasn't looking upfield,
yeah, got nailed on a block.
At the 40-yard line.
Otherwise, a clean return. And Chambers is in business 40 yards from the end zone.
Hendricks has Benbrook in the backfield with him. Jordan right up the middle, right up the gut, picks up about 7 on the first down run.
He is.
Nice, giving up 6 yards.
Going
to bring up second down and 4 for the Rebels.
6 yards. Second down and 4.
Whoops. Wow.
Inside pitch to T.Y. Hurdles one tackler, turn the Jets on, and he's going to go for another Rebel score.
Got a flag down. I don't know what we got going on here. Something went awry right when he cleared the line of scrimmage, so I don't know. It's going to be a hold.
Holding on the Rebels.
That was a really well-conceived play. That was, I didn't even know who had the ball, and I was looking right at it. Of course, it ain't easy to fool me, but I guess with what I do for a living, I shouldn't say I'm easily fooled. It's easy to fool me in the press box.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oops.
Second down and 13 for the Rebels.
Peyton may replace me sooner than I thought. Well, we'll just do that again.
Same play, T.Y. making some folks miss. Still keep them legs driving, and he is down to about the 34-yard line. Pickup of about 7 on that.
Taken down on the play by number 5, Jack Sessions.
Gets it down to 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5.
That helped. You know, we got a 3rd and long. First half, we couldn't get
3rd and 5. Hand up Jordan Benbrook right up the middle. Switches hands with the ball, protecting it, and he is dragging 2 or 3 players with him. They're going to push him out of bounds to the 25, but he picked up a Rebel first down.
First down, Chambers.
Some tempo. John White looking for the edge, got some blockers out there, and he's going to be in for a touchdown, Rebels.
Handoff goes to
that was a nice play.
John White. He takes it around left end.
That's some great blocks.
He goes the distance.
Yeah, late call there by the officials. Not sure what they were waiting for.
And that is just what you wanted to do, Chester. Get that lead out, and we've gone from, with 1 second remaining in the first half, it's 14-7, and now a minute and a half into the third quarter, it's 28-7.
So less than 2 minutes, 2 touchdowns.
Yep. Well, it may not be 28-7. We got to get the point. But
Haley's on for the extra point. Hendricks gets the snap down, kicks up, hits the goalpost, and it still falls in. He nailed the left upright, but it fell back in through past the crossbar, so that's good for an extra point. So the Rebels are up 28-7 with 10:34 left to go in the third, and that's a Ricky Elliott and Associates touchdown.
Wilcox, 7.
Rebels doing what Chambers has done best for 7 years: score at the end of the first half, score at the beginning of the second half, and get a 14-point swing out of it, and that's been a trademark of Coach Allen for a long time.
Yeah, so 2 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes of playing time from the end of the second quarter to the beginning of the third.
Both by John White.
Rebels have got the momentum right now.
See how Spud does here. He's been struggling a little bit.
It's a decent kick, and it is corralled at the 21-yard line by number 10.
That's what you want.
Ty Vick.
Number 10, Ty Vick. 10 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 Ty Vi He is marked down.
Yeah, I didn't want to embarrass myself with Peyton a while ago asking him what a buck sweep was because he kept talking about it. But my grandfather's name was Buck, so to me, buck sweep meant it's time for Grandpa to clean the house.
Just a handoff on the inside there.
Yeah, I figured that out after it happened a few times.
Handoff to the running back and met by quite a few Rebels at the line. It was like Cross Collie was one of the first in there for the tackle for the Rebels, as well as Hunter Burdett, number 14.
Number 12.
Or excuse me, Zach Bowes, my apologies.
Yeah.
He changed numbers on me today.
Play goes for no gain, brings up second down and 10.
Yeah, his blue number is 55, isn't it?
Yeah, 55.
Dylan Williams was the other person I was trying to think of that's number changes from one uniform to the other, but I don't know that the gray one it does. I think his blue and white numbers are different.
3 wide receivers out to the left for Dixon, one to his right. Fakes the handoff, drops back, looks right down the middle. Target number 13, hits it at past the 50 to the 49.
Ashton Chambers on the coverage.
Good sportsmanship there. He patted the player on the back after a good reception.
Complimented him on a good catch, and now all of a sudden we're on the 50 again.
Third time of the game.
Dr. Crowder. And we're going to see if they wait till there's 10 seconds left to snap it. Had some players like way off down there for some reason.
Getting a little instruction from the coach over there, look like.
Well, they're still going to be around 15 when they snap it. That's, at this point, to the Rebels' advantage.
Yeah, 3 wide receivers to the far side for Dixon. Quarterback run. Off the right side. Picks up about 4 on the play. Going to spot the ball down at the 46-yard line.
Play goes for about 4 yards, brings up second down and 6.
Clock running.
Luke Tarver checks in on defense, number 30. Freshman. That's one thing, if you're going to slow the game down like this, when you get behind, it's going to be hard to catch back up.
Yeah, they're still kind of running the pace of offense that they were running, and they're taking large chunks of time off the clock, which works great if you're ahead.
Watch number 8,
they're going
Hurst off the edge.
Going under 10 again. They're about to have to take a timeout.
Dixon gets a snap off. Takes this one off left side. Penalty on the play. Burdett with a quick tackle. Pickup of nothing on the play. It'll bring up third down.
Check the penalty.
Yeah, Burdett sniffed that one out the whole way.
This flag may be declined. Or not. Yeah, I guess you're going to take a 10-yard penalty at this stage in the game. Even if you do give another down to repeat. At this point, Chester, it's about yardage and time, and if you take a 10-yard penalty, you increase the yardage and the time. So.
Will they mark off after the penalty?
Ball be spotted at about the 45.
44-yard line.
Ryan Smith in for Munkus.
It'll be second down and 16.
Second and 16 for the Wildcats. Play clock under 10 again.
It's kind of fascinating. He's going to go.
Dixon gets a snap off.
I don't see how they're getting those off with.
A lot of heat from the Rebels. He slips down the backfield. A lot of pressure from 74. That's Ryan Smith in the backfield causing havoc again.
Yeah. Is Ryan a junior or a sophomore?
He's a sophomore.
So I thought that because I thought he was on JV last year. So we got 2 more years of him.
Number 1, Cooper Dixon, is marked down at the 33-yard line.
Ryan has looked like a senior since he was in about the 7th grade.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Number Third down and 27.
3rd and 27 for the Wildcats.
Or perhaps a 3
6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the third.
Ashton Chambers comes out. It's a little shaken up, but doesn't look like a game ender. Benbrook's in on defense.
Play clock's down to 0.
Yeah, I think it did run out that time.
Delay.
Yep.
Delay a game to call against
Wow, they have struggled with the play clock. Reminds me of the trip we took to Pike, where every time we looked up, the thing was under 5 seconds.
Third down, 32.
For both teams, it wasn't a. Well, this is 3rd and a considerable distance.
4 wide receivers to the far side.
Line to gain is the other 40.
First coming off the edge. A lot of pressure again, and they are sacked.
You know, I was going to say, or had in mind to say at halftime that
there's cross collie back there.
One of the trademarks of Coach Allen is second half shutouts. And he makes some amazing adjustments at halftime, and what was working for the opposition in the first half quite often is completely gone in the second half. So.
Yep. John White and Spud Conway are back deep.
This punt may not go to the yard marker.
Decent punt, fielded by John White.
Fair kicks on that punt.
That's the chain crew's friend. They've only got to move 2 yards. 3 yards.
So the Rebels will start their next offensive series from their own 44-yard line. While we got a second. Oh, everybody's celebrating Curly for his birthday, Gavin Kite.
Not sure we're going to have time for a commercial. They rolled right out with the offense. There's 5:55 left in the third quarter. Woo.
Hand off to Benbrook, right up the gut, and he gets out close to the 50. Pickup of about 5 on that play. Bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Rebels. We have hung out around midfield most of the game, Calvin.
Didn't quite get there this time, Dr. Crowder.
That was a left foot spot.
It sure was.
Beating Benbrook right up the middle, and he gets chopped down, but not after he picked up about 2 on the play. They're going to spot him at the 49 of the Wildcats.
Went from 149 to the other. Oh, well.
Number 13, Jordan Benbrook.
Bring up.
Carries. He'll be marked down at the
We'll call it 3rd and 4.
Play picks up, we'll say 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
17 minutes to go total in the contest. Touchdown here would be
inside handoff to T.Y. and he lunges forward for a
way to keep up and get a first down.
Yep. Offensive line has done a good job this game to open up holes for the running back and keep the pressure off of Hendricks in the backfield.
There is Clifton on the tackle.
Rebel offense is pushing forward. They're not going to use much of that play clock, that's for sure. Hand up to T.Y. off the right side. He got a hole. He's going down the right side, turning on the Jets. One player to beat, and he cuts in for a touchdown, Rebels. No penalties on the field.
No flags. No flags.
That was what, a 45-yard run?
Yep. And that may be the backbreaker there, Chester. That's you don't ever like to count your chickens before they hatch, but to take 4 touchdowns to tie the game, that would assume Chambers wouldn't score again.
Haley is coming on for an extra point.
Number 17, Caden Haley, getting ready for the extra point. Number 2, JoJo Hendricks on the hold.
Gets the snap down, kick is up, and it's good.
And the extra point.
He's 5 for 5, and he'll be back next year, but the long-time holder, JoJo Hendricks, will not be. So,
while we got a second, we want to thank our game sponsor.
We cheer at all football games and home basketball games. Over the last several years, our girls have brought home numerous trophies from the AISA Cheer Clinic. We have multiple UCA All-Americans and several AISA All-Stars. Our girls work hard during the season, and we like to pride ourselves on our game day atmosphere. If you haven't had the chance to make it to one of our pep rallies, please be sure to come out at 2:15 on select Fridays for those events. Good luck to the Rebels in the AISA playoffs.
Still got a good crowd here, Chester.
Yeah, they're hanging tight. There's some portable heaters out there and a lot of hot chocolate.
Had a nice senior mom offer us a heater up here when I was in the press box at halftime, but
what kind of heater was it?
Well, I didn't ask because I hated for them to give up their heater to us.
Well, that was nice of them. We appreciate that.
It was very nice of them, and I expressed my appreciation, but I didn't feel it would be appropriate to take a heater from a lady that might need it.
I was just wondering, I saw some pretty nice heaters out there. They kerosene heaters?
Some of them look like would heat a small house.
First down, Wilcox.
I think it was kerosene, but we're all right.
We're good.
I told her as long as nobody opened the door up here, we did pretty well.
Yeah, I found the back window open. That was cutting through here earlier.
Open the door up here, we almost get lifted off the floor.
Hand off the inside. Pickup of about 2 on the play. Tackled by number 74. It's Ryan Smith again on the action.
Halftime in Ayrton. It's Ayrton 27, Lafayette 6.
Hayden Hurst was involved in that as well.
Handoff goes up the middle. Picks up about 3 yards. On the tackle, number 56.
If we get a break in the action here in a little bit, we'll see if Dave can pull up the brackets for the playoffs to see how things may stack up next week.
Not any really close games right now, at least not in 2A.
Number 12 off the right side, that is Darius Clifton for a 4-yard pickup. And here are the brackets for Class 2A.
See that Watauga, Escambia, Patrician, and Chambers all leading. The only road team that's winning is Patrician winning at Macon East. And they would go to Watauga. And then Escambia would come here if everything holds serve. Of course, we all know where last time we saw Escambia was in Montgomery.
Yeah.
No doubt they remember that as well. So
they've been having a great season so far.
Yeah. The word juggernaut comes to mind, but we'll see,
3rd and 4 for the Wildcats. And nowhere to go.
Nice
Defense hemmed them up. That was number 4, Braxton Yerta on the tackle. Great containment by the Rebel defense. Number 13, Ness Smith was a carrier on ball carrier, and he is slow getting up.
Number 4, Braxton Yerta, and number 74, Brian Smith on the tackle.
While we got a second here, we'd like to thank our sponsors.
Daniel Towing, owned and operated by Lee and Sandy Daniel. 334-436-0061. You call, we haul. Mike and Barbara Hill, proud sponsors of Chambers Academy Athletics for over 4 generations. Go Rebels!
Locally owned and operated Forbes Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton makes car buying easy, offering sales, service, and even tires. A great place to buy your second vehicle or find a ride for your teenager. See the full inventory on our Facebook page. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton.
Lowe's Pharmacy. Tired of hearing about COVID? Well, let's talk about the flu. Come in today for your flu shot. And while you're there, stop in and check out all the items in the Lowe's Boutique. Lafayette True Value, your hometown hardware store. Come in and see James Allen for all of your hardware and haberdashery needs. The Pig, best meats in town. freshest dairy and produce. Customer service is number one. Down home, down the street. Piggly Wiggly, Lafayette, Alabama.
And number 13 for Wilcox is able to leave with some assistance off of the field. So hope whatever got banged up will heal up quickly for that young man. He's like most young men in most AISA schools. He's looking at basketball season right around the corner. So Wilcox typically always has a good basketball team, male and female. So, well, all right, it's fourth down.
4th and 9. Towering punt. And Conway gets away from that one and lets it go out of bounds at the 31-yard line. So the Rebels will have the ball again with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the third. Rebels are up 35-7 against the Wilcox Wildcats. Tale of two halves, Calvin. First half,
absolutely
tight. Kind of the Rebels trying to find their niche. The Wildcats slowed everything down. A lot of different formations, looks, all the different aspects of playoff football.
You look back, and Chambers scored on the last play of the first quarter, and the last play of the second quarter. Well, we'd be looking at a 7-7 ball game.
Yeah.
At the half, and here in the second half, it's been all Chambers so far.
Jordan Benbrook right up the middle, picks up close to 4 on the play. Look for a heavy dose of Benbrook and T.Y.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see many more passing plays because
second down and 7.
You want to keep the clock running. Play clock for some reason has not started.
Second down and 7. Hand off to T.Y. off the left side. Met in the backfield. And it's going to be a loss on the play. He is wrestled down. They're going to give him forward progression out to the. They're going to spot him down at the 30, so loss of about 4 on the play.
Dr. Crowder, if you're listening, I got your text. The answer is no. First championship game was in 15.
Third down 11.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 so far. 6 in a row.
3rd and 11. Oh, hard count.
Still was 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
Offside the call against Wilcox. Five-yard penalty.
3rd and 6 after the 5-yard penalty on the Wildcats. It makes it a much more manageable third for the Rebels. Tight in motion. Hand off to Benbrook. Busted outside. And he is tackled just around the 40-yard line. Give me about a yard short.
Didn't quite get there.
Jordan Benbrook.
4th and 1 for the Rebels.
Kind of figure they'll go for this.
Tackle made by number 10, Ty Vick, along with number 3, Will McGraw.
T.Y.'s over here.
4th down Rebels.
Hand off to Benbrook. He's got the first down. And a little bit more. His legs are still churning. He's still going. And
Boom.
He is tackled down about the 37-yard line. He kept the legs moving. I think some of the Wildcats thought he was down and got loose.
He'll be marked down at the 37-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Rebels.
Down, Chambers.
9 seconds left to go here in the third.
I think we'll go to the fourth quarter at this point. No point in running a play here. No urgency about it.
And while we
get ready, first quarter of the game, we didn't score in the last play of the quarter.
Yeah.
That's the end of your third
and as we go to the fourth quarter, we'd like to take a look at our sponsors this year.
Sunshine Heating and Air. For all of your heating and cooling needs, call Kevin Keel and let him tell you about the Daikin Fit System. Farmers and Merchants Bank, your hometown bank, where they know you by name. come see Stanley Tucker for all of your banking needs. Scott Fuller with the Denson Group, specializing in land sales, development, and residential real estate. Proud supporter of the Chambers Academy Rebels.
And we're back with you as the fourth quarter is ready to begin. Chambers with a 35-7 lead here in the first round of the 2A Class AISA playoffs.
Hendricks drops back and looks for Conway on the edge. Get him in some space. He's got a blocker. And he is pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Pass is complete to number 6, Spud Conway. He'll be marked out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. First down, Chambers.
1st and 10 for the Rebels at the Wildcat 20. Benbrook in the backfield to Hendricks' right. Oh, Hendricks.
Oh, wow,
hit.
what a pretty pass.
Yeah, nice pass to John White again. John White is having an incredible evening. That was a pretty pass from Hendricks. Hit him on a quick slant there. Boom. Touchdown, Rebels. And that's another Ricky Elliott and Associates touchdown. Haley's on for the extra point. Gets the kick up, and it is good.
And the extra point is good. With 11:44 to go.
Yeah, 11:44 left to go here in the game. The Rebels are up 42-7 against the Wilcox Wildcats.
Just if this holds up, this will be the 15th. Now, I'm not talking about championship games because those are neutral sites, but this will be the 15th playoff win in a row for the Rebels. That's incredible.
That is amazing.
And we were talking with Peyton earlier. I don't know if you all saw the interview with him before the game. 5 years ago this week, Coach Allen won his 100th game. And here 5 years later, if he holds on here, it'll be 159. So it's 59 games won in 5 years. That's just kind of unthinkable. I mean,
it's amazing. Conway doing the kickoff duties. It's the kick down about the 28. Wildcats take it there. Met by number 52, Ryan Ford.
Number 12, Darius Clifton on the
as well as some other Rebels. We're going to spot the ball at the 40.
Starting to see a few substitutes come in off the bench.
Ball is going to be marked.
Ben Banks is in.
First down,
Braxton Yurda,
Wilcox.
who doesn't start, but he's in. Hunter Burdett's coming out.
Luke Tarver, number 30, is in there.
Yeah. Gavin Kite. You're kind of looking at next year's team here. Well, wow.
Big run by Dixon. Down to the 48. I'm going to spot him down at the 46, actually. He rolled across the Rebel defender.
Yeah, everybody having a hard time getting up. They were kind of pretzeled up with each other.
First down and 10, Wilcox.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats. 10:30 left to go here in the game. Chambers Academy is up 42-7.
Well, and we have A stoppage in play.
I think there's some activity on the far sideline. The official needed to be addressed.
Had something to do with the play clock. I'm not sure what.
Update on the Lafayette Bulldogs.
Oh.
The Bulldogs are behind 39-6 right before the half.
We'd like to thank our Chambers County Sheriffs and Lafayette PD for coming out to the games, as well as the Lafayette Fire Department. Always here for home games.
Yep.
Dixon drops back, going down the right side. Number 7. That's Ben Banks with the interception, and he is clotheslined down at the 29-yard line.
Going to get another 15 yards out of that. Well, now people are throwing hats and flags, and
now you got coaches running on the field.
Yeah, you're going to, whoa. I think you're going to get some offsetting penalties afterward. But the main penalty that will be assessed will be the face mask or horse collar or whatever it ends up being. So many hats going in there, look like a New Year's Eve party.
While they sort this up on the field, we're going to run an ad real quick.
Woodchop Timber Harvesting, locally owned and operated. Owners Thad, Mandy, Wyatt, and Abby Kane. Proud supporters of Chambers Academy football. Log to live, live to log. Pritchard Painting, for all of your interior and exterior painting needs, as well as pressure washing. Call Brandon Pritchard at 256-307-0884.
Sugar, we are screaming Go Rebels! Also, come check us out in store or online. GiveMeSomeSugarLafette.com for all your Christmas gift giving needs.
And we're back with you. The stuff you see all over the field is an assortment of flags, bean bags, and hats. Kind of reminded you of graduation here. Every May when everybody throws their hats in the air, they all had used their flags on the personal foul penalty. And then some unpleasantries begin to be exchanged. And so if you don't have a flag left, you throw a hat. And somebody threw a beanbag, so I guess he'd thrown his flag and his hat.
Yeah.
So they are sorting all this out.
The intensity level is out there. Playoff football, everybody knows, hey, this is the last game, for the seniors out there if you lose. So the tension and the energy is high. Got 9:56 left to go here in the fourth. Rebels are up 42-7 against Wilcox.
All right, here we go. Unsportsmanlike against Chambers and Wilcox. Those are offsetting. First down. They are going to assess a penalty.
Look across the field over there at the official and the coach for Wilcox. They are extremely some deep conversation over there.
Yeah. I don't know. You're almost always going to get offsetting penalties in that situation because it's
yeah, it's so hard to
you
determine.
never. Well, I mean, you're not going to tell a teenage boy something that he ain't going to talk back about. So that's kind of once the jawing starts, it typically is going to go both ways. But We still have not seen an assessment of the penalty for what happened to Ben on the tackle. Now I think we're getting that. And that'll be a 15-yarder.
Great interception by number 7, Ben Banks, on the play.
When all is said and done, it's going to be Chambers' ball.
And now they're walking back a penalty, and now they're walking it forward again. So after all the this and that and he, going to be spotted at the 49 of the Wildcats.
And I believe Cole Baker's in at quarterback.
Ball will be marked at the 49-yard line.
Now they're going to mark off another penalty going back. Rebels are still going to maintain the ball. Wow, that was a 20-yard penalty. The ball's at the 49, now it's back at the
I don't know. I don't have a clue. But Chambers' ball, no matter what it is, and it's 1st and 10. Baker hands off to
number 22. I don't have a number on 22.
I think that's going to be kid that's number 5 on the
Norgard?
No, Hewitt, Tyson Hewitt.
Tyson Hewitt?
It's shaped up like Tyson Hewitt anyway.
Number 22, Coondog.
Coondog.
Oh, well.
I got him as 23. Oh, that was
last week.
Yeah, sorry.
Down at 9 for the Rebels.
Our apologies to Coondog. Some of these uniforms, as you've learned over the course of the season, have different numbers for different players, and sometimes Coondog wears Holden Messer's number. So there goes Kyle Hand. And there goes Coondog again.
He cuts back across the middle, and he's out past the 50. Tackle made by number 2. That's J.P. Beck. Close to a Rebel first down. Number 3, Cole Baker is in at quarterback for the Rebels.
22, Coondog. He's across midfield. Brings up
2nd and 1.
2nd down and 1.
'54 John Ramirez is in at center.
John's a senior. Ben Banks is still in. He's a senior.
Baker tucks this one down, gets enough for a first down. '77 Eli Vernon is on the offensive line as well. First down and 10 Rebels.
Number 3, Cole Baker in at quarterback. After that carry, first down, Chambers.
.740 left to go here in the game. Hands off to Coondog again off the right side. Met right at the line. Probably going to lose a couple yards on that.
And off goes to number 22, Coondog. He is giving forward progress to the 49-yard line.
52, Ryan Ford gets
second
up,
down and 12.
limping a little bit.
Kind of shaking up. 53 goes in to replace him.
That's Dalton Norris.
In case you were wondering.
He's a freshman.
Escambia defeated Wilcox 43-0, so it's 42-7. I guess you sort of consider that to be comparable. So as Escambia comes in here next week, we are
second down and 12.
Comparable and common opponents. The one difference being I know Escambia beat Pike. That's the only game I think Pike has lost. was to Escambia in the opening week of the season. Of course, Pike is our only loss, so that would be one difference in the two schools. But Chester ought to be a heck of a ball game.
Oh, it's going to be wild next week. You know they're going to bring their fan base up here. That's a good drive all the way from Atmore.
Oh yeah, I went through there today. It's about
3 hours.
It's about 3 hours from here, and but you're right. They'll bring a crowd, and they want nothing more than to rematch with Otaga, who no doubt is going to be a favorite over Patrician. And they feel like they played at Otaga, and they stayed in the game with them to right at the end, so they want another chance at Otaga.
Wow, the Wildcats just so out in the blitz. But Coondog made a miss and made something out of that one. Picked up about 2 on the play. He's going to bring up 4th down and about 4.
And off goes number 22, Coondog. He'll be marked down.
Hunter Harmon.
First down. The ball will be marked at the.
So it'll be kind of a revenge tour for Escambia. They want to take us out, and then they want to take Otaga out. So they'll have motivations, and hopefully we'll have motivation as well from our seniors not wanting to
have their last game here.
Yeah, sure don't want to lose a home game when you're as you go out. So it'll be fun.
Hand off to Harmon. And he is met right at the line. Ball's going to go over on downs.
Coondog takes the handoff, and he will come up short. The ball will be turned over on downs.
Elected to run the clock, it looks like. Nope, now they're stopping the clock.
Line. First down and 10, Wilcox.
We can probably put some time back on the clock here. Maybe. Don't know. Well, they didn't put anything back on the clock, but they did stop it, so I guess it won't be a running clock. Kyle Hand, Gavin Kite, Ben Banks, and Hayden Hurst and John White all back in the secondary on pass protection. Luke Tarver. Coondog stays in on defense.
Dixon takes the handoff, or takes the snap. Quarterback run off the left side, picks up about 2. Got a flag out there on the field.
Nice tackle by Ryan Smith.
Against Wilcox. Tackle on the play, number 74, Ryan Smith.
Remind you, we will have our post game after the game tonight. So
we'll be picking offensive and defensive players of the game as well as play of the game.
Yeah, we'll have Coach Allen's thoughts on tonight and on next week.
Senior 35 Caleb Jones checks in. Dixon drops back.
That was an interesting play. That receiver ran all the way across the field.
Oh, met by number 76.
Yeah, Luke Tarver slowed him down, and whoever that is finished him off. Who is 76?
I don't have an.
He's brought down by number.
Maybe Moose Nose.
Is that Dylan Williams?
Dylan Williams on the tackle.
Yep, it was Dylan Williams. I remember Dylan's one of those numbers that.
He's 71 in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Took Moose a minute to find him, too.
Dixon drops back. A lot of pressure off the edge. Dixon rolls out, fakes the pass.
Now he's past the line.
Hayden Hurst just missed it by getting blown up on a block. He just missed that, but good thing they didn't connect over there.
Number 1, Cooper.
Yeah, you got to keep everybody healthy now.
By number 8, Hayden Hurst.
This game's well in hand. Got to get that last 3 minutes underway, and
bring up third down and 10.
There goes Jake Owens.
Yep, number 65.
Dylan Williams comes out.
Dixon dropped back. Looks right down the middle, targeting number 3. Just right behind him, that was Will McGraw on the target.
hit the official in the foot.
That's going to bring up 4th down and 10 for the Wildcats. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game.
Almost looked like he was drop kicking it.
It's 4th down, Rebel fans.
Well, we don't know what kind of weather we'll have next week. We kind of knew last week that night was going to be cool. I think it's going to be a tad warmer during the week. I don't know how long that's going to last, though.
Dixon bring his wide receiver in motion. Almost hit him. Drops back, looking right down the middle, and it's deflected and right at the feet.
A hold that will be declined.
That was 4th down.
Face mask. Well, that's going to be face mask against Chambers. We'll see if it's a 5 or a 15. If it's a 5, it'll give them another 4th down play. If it's a 15, it'll give them a 1st down. It's a 5. Oh, wow.
60 to 7.
That would be a protection, or something? Okay.
Well, here we go on 4th down.
You can tell he hated it.
Yep.
Well, that's still different. First down is only close.
Yeah. That's what it was 5 and 5.
That was 4th and that's 2
There you go. Yep, that's going to be down for the Wilcox Wildcats. 3:04 left to go here. Rebels 22 to 7. Dixon's calling the play. Fakes the screen. Goes right up the middle. Picks up about 5 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Peyton was right. He's a Wildcat. They don't quit. They got a lot of scratchiness in them.
Well, the team coming in here next week scored 60 tonight on Edgewood. But hey, we could have probably done that had the clock not been running. So who knows? I don't even know. Apparently they don't run the clock in the playoffs because all those games seem to be going full time, full game.
Yep. Dixon hits his wide receiver down to the 26-yard line. 1st down for the Wildcats. They're going to spot him at the 25.
Number 3, Will McGraw. Ball will be marked at the 25-yard line as we approach the 2-minute mark in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10, Wilcox.
Dixon drops back, getting some heat. And pass is broken up by number 8, Hayden Hurst. That was just a prayer throwing up right there.
That went into.
I couldn't tell if it was Ryan Smith in the backfield putting some heat on the quarterback.
2nd down and 10, pass.
I think it was, and he did a very good job of not roughing the passer.
Yeah, he pulled up on that. Coaches probably had a long conversation about that at halftime, being disciplined.
Well, that showed a great deal of it right there because he saw the ball was about to leave his hand, and he just pulled up.
2nd and 10. Inside screen.
About 4 people blocked on that one.
Tackle made at about the 6-yard line.
To number 2, J.P. Beck.
Wildcats trying to get a touchdown here on the second string
Tackle
defense.
made on the play by number 8, Hayden Hurst.
That's first and goal for the Wildcats. 1:46 left to go in the game.
Down around the 6-yard line. First and goal, Wilcox.
I think they have at least 2 timeouts left, if not 3, so I wouldn't think that time would be much of a factor here.
First and goal. 3 wide receivers to the far side for Dixon. Looks to his right, getting some heat from behind. Going to the back edge of the end zone and falls incomplete. Second and goal.
Cole Baker was back there on defense on that play.
Brings up second down and goal.
Yeah, the defensive line was getting a lot of pressure on Dixon in the backfield. Forced that throw to the back of the end zone. 1:07 left to go in the game. Dixon rolls out to his right. Looking to the end zone, off the wide receiver's fingertips. That was a bullet thrown through there by
Had
Dixon.
him open.
Yeah.
Dixon's pass falls incomplete
It's third and goal.
as we approach 1 minute to go in the ball game.
1 minute, 1 second.
Third down and goal. All right, Rebel fans, let's get loud one more time. Let's do it.
Rebels have scored 21 points in each half. Wilcox trying to score 7 in each half.
Third and goal. Dixon drops back, looks to his left. Hits the receiver across the middle. Met at the goal line, and he's in for a touchdown. Wilcox.
Pass is complete. Touchdown, Wilcox.
Well, we've seen 2 halves, and both so far 21-7. Fortunately, we're the 21, they're the 7, so it makes it 42, and extra point will be pending here to see if it goes to 14.
And don't forget to look around your area where you're sitting. If you see any trash laying around, let's help gather it up and get it to the
Number 15,
top up here to one of the trash cans.
Turner Jordan is coming in for the extra point for the Wildcats. Gets a snap down, the kick is up. And it's good. So with 55 seconds left to go in the game,
With 55
Chambers Academy 42, Wilcox Wildcats 14.
Kind of amazing. We've had
Rebels 42.
8 touchdowns in the game, and all 8 extra points have been made. That's very unusual.
Yeah, very, very rare. And we were talking about kicking last week, and I sent you that link of the kicker from Fort Payne who can kick like 65 yards, McPherson.
Yeah.
Going to Auburn.
Hey, we're glad to get him.
Auburn has some kickers, all the Carlsons, now McPhersons. That was amazing to see how far that kid could kick in high school.
Well, you know they got to be out there because they, they don't just suddenly learn to kick in college. But it's weird how you see
that or they come from Australia.
You'll see a lot of football scores 8-6, and you know somebody went for 2 and somebody didn't make the extra point. And you'll think, well, you know, where do they learn to kick?
Let's get loud, Rebel fans.
Well, there goes Kyle Hand. Ooh.
Met at the 45-yard line by number 52.
I think everybody in the stadium went ooh on that one.
Yeah, that was Parker Phillips. Kyle jumps right up, pats him on the back.
Holy smokes.
And number 52, Parker Phillips on the stop for Wilcox. Ball will be marked at the
Well, I think
45
you'll see a
yard
kneel
line.
down here, and I'm going to.
First down, Chambers.
Got to make a work-related phone call, Chester. I'm going to step out and do that, and we will see you all back at in the
post game
in the film room.
All right, Calvin, we'll take it from here. handoff off the left side. Harmon shifting the ball around, tackled for about a yard loss. Clock is running, so we're down to about 35 seconds left to go in the game.
Number 52, Parker Phillips on the tackle.
And that should do it here from Torbert Allen Field in Lafayette, Alabama. Your Chambers Academy Rebels 42. Wilcox Wildcats 14. The Rebels advance to the second round of the playoffs. And some fireworks down here at the south end zone.
Boys, congratulations.
And the celebration starts here in Lafayette for the first round victory of the Chambers Academy Rebels against the Wilcox Wildcats. We wish the folks from Camden a safe drive back home. And the Rebels will get ready to meet their opponent next week here. So come on out to the game next week here in Lafayette, 7 o'clock Friday. It will be your Chambers Academy Rebels and the Escambia Wildcats. And if you can't make it to the game, catch us here on YouTube, Chambers Academy Sports Live. We'll get on the air close to about 6:30 next week. But please make plans to come out to the game if you can and support the Chambers Academy Rebel football team.
Second round playoffs. Let's do it, y'all.
So we will catch the Rebels here singing the fight song. And after that, we will head down to the field house to select the player of the game, defense and offensive player of the game. And we'd also like to thank all of our sponsors so far this year for Rebel Athletics. So I think Coach Allen, the football team, is ready to take this one away. Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for joining in, and catch our post game coming up here in a little bit. We'll upload it after we get done taking care of things in the field house. Have a good evening.
We'd like to take a moment here to thank our game sponsors for Chambers Academy football. Daniel Towing, Pritchard Painting, Woodchop Timber, Give Me Some Sugar, Forbes Auto Sales, Kevin Keel, Scott Fuller, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Piggly Wiggly, Lowe's Pharmacy, James Allen, Mike and Barbara Hill, Susan Wilson. Thank you, sponsors.